There was a message for me to phone somebody, and it is a member of the family, and I phoned up and they said Kate would like to invite you to her wedding. And I said, what date in April is it? Because I'm a bit busy some of the days. Not really. And, yeah, of course, over the moon, it's fabulous.
I know they used to drink in the pub together, which I thought was really nice. The fact they could have a bit of privacy and just enjoy going out together.
I think she's our next Lady Di. I really feel that she's got a lot of love in her heart, and I think they're a great couple.
It'd be odd seeing her on TV, really, because it's sort of bumping into her around walking the dogs and stuff. It'd be suddenly weird that she's centre of the TV programme.
And for most, the television will be the nearest they'll get to the ceremony. But that hasn't stopped the small community from wishing the couple much happiness on their special day.
The young soon-to-be princess who'll also become a queen one day, roles which she's had time to think about and prepare for. Kate Middleton joins the list of commoners who've captured the hearts of royalty. And with the help of her new husband, she hopes to be able to take on the responsibilities of her new position.
Well, it's quite a daunting prospect, but hopefully I'll take it in my stride. William's a great teacher, so hopefully he'll be able to help me along the way.
Another commoner almost caused a constitutional crisis in Britain. In 1936, Edward VIII abdicated, giving up the throne so he could marry American divorcee Mrs. Wallis Simpson, a shocking act at the time. But it was a return to blue blood for the wife of Edward's brother, the next George V. Elizabeth Bowes-Lyon, better known as the Queen Mother, was the daughter of an earl and came from Scottish nobility. Prince Charles tried to follow convention when he married the daughter of Earl Spencer, Princess Diana. She was also a descendant of King Charles II. But after that marriage failed, Charles married down, wedding his longtime love, divorced commoner Camilla Parker Bowles. Times have changed and the monarchy has tried to keep up. Queen Elizabeth agreed to William and Kate's union, but getting this approval isn't mandatory, though it is preferred. Besides, if British royals have to choose within their ranks, the options are limited, especially because they're not allowed to marry Roman Catholics. The preference for love matches can be seen all over Europe, from Spain to Sweden through to Denmark. Royals have decided to marry their soulmates, including a publicist, a journalist and a gym instructor. Across the continent, a loving and lasting marriage is seen as more important than a noble one. So although there's still a lot for commoner Kate Middleton to learn in her new role as a princess, some are saying she already has a noble heart.
Royal wedding day is also street party time for Britain, complete with folding tables, union flags, buns and bunting. More than 5,000 street parties will be held on Friday, April the 29th, to toast the nuptials of the royal couple. And organisers have been rushing to make their final preparations.
I think it's a great opportunity, A, because the Queen has given us the day off, but to get all the neighbours together and just have fun, have a party. It's about community spirit, and I think over the last few years a lot of community spirit and localness has been lost in this country, and what we're trying to do around here is recapture it.
In the East End of London, the Water Poet pubs decided to mark 200 years of tradition. The royal wedding street party outside the pub will be themed on the years from 1700 to 1900 with a music hall sing-along and an old-fashioned gin palace.
Street parties are traditional at events like this, and we're going to be making as much use of it as possible.
London Mayor Boris Johnson believes that street parties are so important he appointed a street party ambassador, actress and national treasure Barbara Windsor. On a surprise visit to a community centre in London recently, they helped an over-50s group make street party decorations. Londoners were slow to apply for planning permission to hold street parties, so many councils reduced the paperwork and fees.
I mean, you can't force people to have fun, can you? No. You can't force people. But what you can do is what the council is doing is try and get rid of the bureaucracy.
Britain has a tradition of marking royal events and nationally significant anniversaries by holding parties out on the street. And with the royal wedding between Prince William and Kate Middleton, Many Britons are continuing the tradition.